Little. Little. Brian Little. Brian Little.
First one? First one? Oh, no! Come on! Come on! No, oh, it's alive! It's alive! No! Oh, get on! Come here. Eat. Get rid of it! I'm spectating. No, I got that go. Eric coming in like every night. Light him up.
Jack it up.
Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Shiny! 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 We have to get Merlin. We have to get Merlin. What is it? What is it? What is it? Water orb! I have this! Son. Gabby, go. Oh! Oh my God!
You know what the stakes are for this.
What? I see for the count?
Our marriage.
Microphone check. Microphone check. Check 212. Fingers crossed. So we survive this Wednesday with you. Bars. Oh my gosh, bro. Alright, make sure. Oh my gosh, bro. Alright, we got we got mic checks. We got mic checks over on Twitch. Shout out to Cindy and Hillary holding it down. And of course over on YouTube. Daily, David, Moon Lily, Trisha, Lauren, Aether, Stephe, Stephe, it's been a minute. Metatron, Lauren, Dan, Vita, and Little One, the chosen one, Barbara, Alexis, Aether, the Nebula, McKinster, Lee, and Lizzie. Oh my gosh, in Ezio 500. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. Well, I'm so excited for tomorrow. But yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. But please, Mario said to check your drivers were updated. Check the sound for the camera. Okay, all right. Cindy, I literally watched a tutorial while I was like trying to fix it while we were waiting on the stream. And I think I might have found something that I'll go back in and try to fix, but we'll see if it's good right now. But sorry for the delay, everybody. The webcam literally works anywhere else except OBS, which is where we're streaming on, or Stream Elements, I'm sorry, for whatever reasons. So I had to do a bunch of deactivating, activating, unplugging. I was going to use my old Logitech camera, and that thing was ugly. So you guys, Lumos and everything kind of came in clutch, so thank you. Yeah, I don't have the Hufflepuff stuff today, sadly. It has been chat. Can I share my soul with you? Can I bear my heart with you? Also, Stargazer Tim, thanks for the DM and stuff. I saw it like today. You were the chosen. You were the chosen one. Name that movie. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let me just bear my heart with you guys. I'll just say this. Last night I went to bed at 8 o'clock and almost got 12 hours of sleep. I am dead. If you guys don't know, we have been covering Assassin's Creed Shadows on the channel. And yesterday was the review embargo date. So Yesterday was the day we were able to put out like any of the content and stuff. The content I've been putting together has been a playthrough and tips and tricks. We're trying to listen to YouTube and see what's been successful on the channels in regards to covering other games. And our tips and tricks video have been kicking off, but also we're trying to see what our Let's Play videos are doing. So those are the stuff we've been doing. I can't come up with any tricks unless I actually play the game. So we got the game 2 Fridays ago. I didn't start playing it until this past Friday because my son had a play. He was in The Lion King. He played Mufasa, killed it. Shout out to the little one. And also, we had 5 football games this past weekend on top of my other stuff that I have working in the background. So, all that to say, besides from scripting to daddy stuff to being just, YouTube stuff, and I'm taking YouTube classes. I think I'm in week 5 or 6 of the 8-week course. It's just been a lot. And you guys have seen the past week or two. The only videos on the channel have been the Wizarding Wednesdays. So last Wizarding Wednesday and then today Wizarding Wednesday. And hopefully we'll have all 3 videos out and done for Assassin's Creed Shadows in regards to the tip stuff, and just rely on just doing Let's Plays for the rest of the remainder while this game is, getting ready to release. So a little bit about what's been going on in the channel. I just updated the Patronus squad. I got some behind the scenes videos coming for you guys, but I had to put all that on hold so I can put in at least 40 hours into Assassin's Creed Shadows and try to come up with some tips and tricks. So yeah, 8 p.m. bedtime sounds like a Dan Fleck move. Yeah, it does. So yeah, so if you guys are excited about playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, little self-pub, if you haven't pre-ordered or bought it already, you can go to the Ubisoft store if you play on PC and use code XpectoGO. And there's no discounts or anything, but we get a kickback for every purchases made using our code. So if you guys are buying it, why not help support the channel? That's if you're playing on PC. If you play on PS5 or Xbox or whatever, don't worry about it. But yeah. Cannot wait until AC Shadows. Not long now. The 3 hours for me is already downloaded. Let's go. I can't wait to see you guys' reactions. I'm going to be posting so many pictures in Assassin's Creed Shadows in Discord. So if you guys haven't already, be sure to join our Discord. It's a great place. And I'm looking forward to making time so I can hang out with you guys. You got a link for that? I do have a link for that. All it is the Ubisoft store. That's a great... Wait. Try Ubisoft, Cindy. See if that works. If nothing happens, just let me know. I think it's Ubisoft. That should work. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But yeah, a little self-promo. Yes, it works on Twitch. Yes. I've been doing a little tinkering behind the scenes, also getting ready for live streams that we're going to be doing with the game. So yeah, it works on Twitch. Apparently it didn't. Hey, it works on YouTube as well. Let's go. Something's working. Let's go. Love to see it. So yeah. Ubisoft, if you guys are planning on buying the game or any Ubisoft game. It doesn't just have to be Assassin's Creed Shadows. Star Wars Outlaws is on sale right now. The old AC games. You got The Division, Rainbow Six, Far Cry, a couple of other titles and stuff. So yeah, just use code XpectoGO. Really helps the channel, and it's a good thing. So hey, y'all, doing the 2 times catch up. Andrew, you didn't miss anything. So Mirage is $20. Exactly. High IQ. Yep. Winner, chicken dinner. Let's go. NPS Phantom, you do photos and shadows. They're going to be stunning like the photos you've done in Hogwarts Legacy. Oh, I have a ton. Oh, I know we're going to talk about the DLC and stuff, but I'm just so excited about Shadows. Let me show you guys some of the photos. Let me see. Hopefully this works. Hopefully the other scene. I'm so scared to go to the other scene. Okay. But hopefully this works. Mic check, mic check. We're good on the other scene. Let me get thumbs up in the chat if everything is looking good and sounding good on this side. My son's told me I can't play those games because I'm too slow. Finally got around to starting Final Fantasy VII Remake. Lee, I got to finish it. I played every AC. Phantom, I haven't, but I own every Assassin's Creed game. Okay, we're good. Everything's good. So here's a couple of pictures. This is Naoe, the Japanese protagonist, who's more of the traditional Assassin's Creed characters. So I was playing around some photo modes. They got to zoom in right there. It looks good. It looks good. The game's kind of repetitive, but every game is. Ghost of Tsushima, in my opinion, was repetitive, but I can't put this game down. I can't consistently think about this game all the time. Today's bean word is DLC, is mod, by the way. Today's bean word is mod. And I owe you guys 4 beans. I swear that I'm up to no good. And I owe you guys 4 beans, so I'm going to eat those. So, yeah, this game drops tomorrow. Again, thanks to Ubisoft for giving us early access. Playing around with some stuff. Again, just the photo mode is limited. It's not as extensive as, like, competitive is okay if enjoyable. Exactly, Lee.
After all this time.
Stargazer celebrated 26 Special Patrol Squad. Yeah, I just shouted you out for the DM. Thanks for checking in.
Forward.
But yes, these are some of the pictures I've been playing around with. The seasons are gorgeous. The seasons are just stunning. The ray tracing lighting and everything. So yeah. Trying to play around with the fall colors in her outfit as well. This is some of the outfits coming to the game. I don't know if you're allowed to see that yet. Well, no, I think you can. I think you can. So yeah, you don't unlock Yasuke till like much later. This is the outfit you get for Twitch drops, by the way. So get ready to unlock that by watching my stream or others streaming Assassin's Creed Shadows. But yeah. Oh, it should work for all? Steffe, you're a genius. So, if you're buying Assassin's Creed Shadows, use code XpectoGO at checkout. Buy in a Ubisoft store, even if you get it on PS5 or Xbox. I did not know that. Well, let's go. I did not know that. But anyway, I haven't introduced myself. Yo, this is your boy James. Over at XpectoGO, bring you guys the latest and greatest in Wizarding World Harry Potter content, whether that be gaming like Hogwarts Legacy, which we will talk about, or the amusement parks with Epic Universe coming in May, or the TV show with the new casting dropping hopefully sometime next year, or just anything else under the sun concerning Harry Potter. We talk about it all every Wednesday live with you guys. So if you guys are into that type of thing, please consider following us over on Twitch. We're almost at 4,000 followers, and subscribing over on YouTube is greatly appreciated. You get to hang out with some awesome people.
Hey, come here.
So.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Freeze. Slice. Let's go.
Yeah, I forgot my intro. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, that being said, we have a lot to talk about. So, I don't know how many of you guys are suffering like I am. I have a PC, this thing that is giving me issues for whatever reason. But I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy, the mods, on this PC. But the majority of the sales for Hogwarts Legacy are without a doubt on console. And knowing Avalanche Software like I know them, there's no way they're going to leave us out. There's no way they're going to leave us hanging. I feel like I'm being left hanging, and I just think they're working on something, hopefully, that will allow us console players to have something new just like the PC players have with mods. Maybe not exactly mods, maybe DLC, maybe something else. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what's next for us console players of Hogwarts Legacy who feel, honestly, left behind and forgotten, like straight up. And every time I see a mod video, I always see comments, whether on Instagram, X, or even under YouTube comments, whether for Benz or Retro, saying, I wish we had it on console. So I wanted to talk about that because a lot of people feel this way, including myself, and even though I have PC, because I always want everybody to feel, included. So we're going to talk about that and the pros and cons of whether getting a mod on console or DLC, and kind of the ultimately what we'll probably get first, based off just my theory. So we're going to talk about that. Bring your thoughts, share your thoughts. We got Expecto mode coming up for you guys because I owe you from last week, and the bean word. I am not allowed to say mods. It's just going to be it's going to be impossible. We might just have to cap my beans at like 5 because it's going to be impossible for me not to say mods today. So when we get to the topic, that's when we'll start the counter. I owe you 3 or 4 from last week, but Patronus Squad wanted me to do bean words back, so I said I'll do it. Hey, David M. Kelly celebrating 9 months of Patronus Squad. Wow, I can't believe it's already 9 months in the Patronus Squad for me. And thanks to you, Sue, and chat for smiles always. P.S. Gotta. David and Kelly, thanks for being a part of the Patronus Squad and supporting the channel. And the community is what makes this channel run and why I get excited every Wednesday. So thanks to you guys for sure. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I owe Cindy checked. I owe 4. Okay. When the mods say you can say mods, so you need a mod to say mod, but this mod don't work. Fanta, you're an idiot. It hasn't started yet. It hasn't started. I used to go to school with your son. Really? Well, Gray, welcome to the channel. Get a thesaurus, James. There are other words you can use. So modifier. Can I say modifier? Can I say modifier? No, it doesn't count yet, Steph. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. I have to get to the topic first. It doesn't count yet. I think I can say modifier. I think I can say that. I think that's allowed. It doesn't count yet. It doesn't count. So let me say hi to everybody here. Thank you guys for being here and being patient with the stuff we're going through. We always try to do 5 minutes of questions. So we're going to get to that over on YouTube. And then we'll get into the topics while I say hi to everybody who's currently watching. And make sure you guys smash the like button. It really helps the channel. Reach others like yourselves who are interested in these sort of topics, who like talking about these things.
A few moments later.
You see, I'm trying to drag it out. Let me put up the question thing. Start a Q&A. Ask me a question. All right, Q&A is up. Let me say hi to everybody. We got A3rd, Barbara, Beardo, Becky, all 5 members of Patronus Squad, the best squad ever. We got Danielle with David M. Kelly and Corsi, 2 members of Patronus Squad in the house, alongside The Nebula, Gray, Gabe, Ezio, the best assassin, Lauren, Patronus Squad with Lobo. Hey, Lobo, is that Jason Momoa? Then we got Stargazer, Tim, Merlin, Micah, Sarah, Steph-A, Streamlabs, all members of Patronus Squad with Zachary rounding it off on YouTube. And if I missed you, holla at your boy, like Alexis and Gabe and Lizzie. 21 months, we're almost 6 years knowing you. I know, right, Lizzie? I know. That's crazy, right? And then over on the Twitchosphere, Cindy, Hillary, Phantom, Joel, I saw earlier, Streamlabs, Stargazer Tim holding it down, representing the crew over on Twitter. So thank you guys, not Twitter, on Twitch. So thank you guys for hanging out over on Twitch. And of course,
Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing,
and of
bing,
course,
bing, 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 and you lost your weapon.
YouTube. You guys, thank you. All right, let's get to the questions right quick. Let me get some yo's in the chat. We'll get to some questions, and then we'll get to the topic of the day before we get into Expecto mode. So a lot to talk about. I'm ready. I'm just ready. I'm ready. Let me get my tunes as well, because you guys already know. I gotta have my music. All right, we got yo's in the chat. Let's get to that.
Yo!
Let's get to that drop. So, question of the day. Question of the day. Question of the day. Question of the day. Question of the day.
Ryan Little.
Yo!
Alrighty, ditey. Okay. So many yos. All right, so let me see what questions I got over on YouTube. Let me blow this up. First one, favorite new mod. I gotta say Hagrid's umbrella, Aether. I love seeing Hagrid's umbrella. Like that was like an early one we were saying we would like to see. I did a Wizarding Wednesday not too long ago. When the mods were introduced, and I was collecting you guys like ideas for mods and stuff. Excuse me. And like half of them have already been like applied, but an easy one for me is Hagrid's umbrella for sure. I love seeing that. I love the new dungeon that they have too. That one is just like so cool with the poachers and stuff down there that you like have to escape from. That's been good. I've been enjoying those. Cosmetics wise, I've been enjoying the honestly, the kids have enjoyed me trying out the animals. Oh, I'm sorry, the beast. So you can like literally be like a Niffler or like a Graphorn walking around. It's Uncanny Valley for sure, but I'm guilty as charged when it comes to that. And it's really good. So yeah. Oh no! They got me! They got me! Aether, oh my gosh, Aether, you got me. I cannot believe this. How? Oh, I forgot freaking chat, man. No question is safe. No post. No, oh my gosh, I have been out of the loop. Yeah, that's two. Dang it, bro. Aether, I hate. Oh my gosh. Why would you do this to me? Oh my gosh, that's two. All right. Wake up, James. You gotta be on your A game. Chat came to play. All right. That's what we got. But that's my answer. There's my answer. Let me see. What's your favorite thing this is from Michael. What's your favorite thing in the first half of AC Shadows? I gotta say the environments. The environments have just been gorgeous. The seasons, there's a timer where the seasons change and everything and stuff. There's a lot I like. I can't pick a favorite. Combat is just a lot of fun. Slicing and dicing. It feels good to be slicing and dicing again. Naomi is just so clutch. I play with her a lot because you don't get Yasuke till later. Like 12 to 16 hours into the game, depending on like if you're exploring and stuff. I like the enemy variety that they have. It's not that much, but the different enemies we've gone against, like the Daishos, the Samurais, the Ronin. Some of those cats was like one shot hitting me and stuff. Yeah. I like the mystery so far, especially when it comes to the Templars possibly being involved. So yeah, I know it's supposed to be my favorite thing, but there's a lot I like. There's a lot I'm liking right now. There really is. The gear too. Oh my gosh, the drip is fire. So let me see. Off topic, who's your favorite Jedi? Gotta be Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon or Yoda. Green lightsabers. Easy. Favorite. Who's your favorite Jedi? Ahsoka, I grew up with, not grew up with Ahsoka. Ahsoka is not that far off. Anakin is not that far off as well. But Qui-Gon and Yoda, man. And, bro, yeah. If you could make up a Honeydukes candy, what would it be? Something with fruity flavor. Like a hard candy. Like a Jolly Ranchers type thing. Nothing like a lemon sherbet, but something fruity. I like fruity candy. Maybe a gummy. I like gummy bears. Shout out to Jerry and David. They always hook me up with the lemon peel gummy bears from Hawaii. But yeah, something gummy and fruity, possibly. Dynamax Pogo on the raid. Yeah. My job is done. Get out of here, Aether. Ahsoka. Mara Jade, fight me. I'm not mad at that, Merlin. I'm not mad at that. I love Master Soul. Of course, Soul was good. They did him wrong in the show, but Master Soul was real good. Give me a purple lightsaber anytime, says Lauren. Yeah, shout out to my boy. Windu, Mace, Plo Koon. That's a deep cut right there, Aether. Let me see. If you could, Cindy. Are there any modern magical elements you like to see in Hogwarts Legacy, like with the modest character models? Not really, because I think immersion-wise, it might take me out of it. When I was thinking of topics, Cindy, in regards to what to talk about today, Ancient Magic was one of them, and I might save it for next week. But like kind of having the ability with what you can do with Ancient Magic, you know how like we saw the keepers making like towers and stuff like that. It'd be cool if like we can do that, but use it as like a way to climb. So maybe we want to jump onto something or Leviosa ourselves, but we can make these two towers. We could jump on them. Like the spiral towers that we saw in the cutscenes for Isadora and Percival, and kind of jump up there. But magical elements current, I don't know.
And you lost your weapon.
And you lost your weapon. Let's go. But that's a good question. What is yours? Obi-Wan, Kenobi, Luke. Oh, wait, that doesn't count, Cindy. No, there's no way that counts. You said modest. Models. Modern. Oh, that doesn't count. There's no way that counts. Okay, it didn't count. There, okay. Oh my God. How in the world, bro? I gotta be on my A game. I'm stressing because of this freaking computer webcam jacking up. And y'all, oh my gosh, I gotta be here. I gotta be present. Okay. Thank you for the questions. All right, last one for Rita. What was your bedtime as a kid? I think it was like 9.
Get off me!
I think it was like 8 or 9. That changed when I started doing ballet, funny enough, Rita. So I started doing ballet before I became a teenager, so like around 11 or 12. And we had classes till 10 p.m. And so the studio was like a half hour, 40 minutes away, depending on traffic. And so, yeah, like when I was little, yeah, 8 o'clock sounded right. I gotta check with the mums. But like where my kids now, like their bedtime is a solid 9. And like it has been for like years, even when they were little. We put them down maybe a little bit earlier, around 7 or 8 o'clock. But it's been 9 for a good like half of their lives between, because youngest one is 10, the other one's 11. So I get at least 5-6 years they've been going to bed 8 or 9 o'clock consistently. But yeah, for me, that changed when I started doing ballet. So totally a Vado question. Yeah, I had to bed at 8:30 on Wednesday, and we were allowed to stay up later, watch Charlie's Angels. Oh my gosh. I used to have dance classes too from 8 to 15 years old. Let's go, Becky. Yeah, I danced until I was 20, 23, 24. I want to say. So a good 10, 15 years between that time. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's what it is. So thank you guys for the questions. You're not going to get me anymore, though. All right, let's get into the topics. Let's get Yo's in the chat. Let's talk about the pros and cons of, honestly, not having anything for console right now. And the expectations that comes with that, especially with PC having something. So what will we get? Will it be DLC? Will it be modifications, almost? Or will it be a sequel? Or neither? We're going to talk about the pros and cons. I'm going to put together a list and kind of highlight some of those things. So, this is trap, man. All right, I accept it, Sydney. I'll accept it. So we got Yo's in the chat. When applied to the being word, it has to be contextual partial words for to the aiders. Absolutely make a difference. Yeah, they do. All right, we got Yo's in the chat. Let's get to the latest and greatest. Over. I'd expect to go bring you guys the latest and greatest.
Ryan Little.
Microphone check 212. Are we back? What are you gonna do? Yo, how are y'all getting me so good? Okay, all right. So first, before we get into it, I wanted to highlight you guys Cursed Forge. I don't know if they said where you could post your ideas. And I know a lot of you guys aren't on X, but Cursed Forge, in collaboration with Hogwarts Legacy, has a contest for people like us who might not be good at making. What's another word for the word? Altering game stuff. Altering things. So they say, tell us your best alteration ideas for a chance to win a free Alteration Wizard t-shirt. Churro Wands, Chocolate Frog Companions, let us know what alterations you would like to see added in Hogwarts Legacy, and 5 lucky winners will win a free Alteration Wizard t-shirt. So I am assuming they have a Discord, so you can post there. We got some friendos posting on X. There's Ben right there with Dylon there as well. Dan, who made the companion system. We got Becky and a couple of friendos and stuff there. So, I submitted an idea. Good idea. You might get a free shirt, courtesy of Cursed Forge. And remember, the Goblet of Alterations contest, I believe, ends next week. So tomorrow's the 20th. I think it's the 27th or 28th. it ends. So there's a reason I mentioned that. Good evening, brother. Bless you and your family. Bless everybody in the chat. Mike, thank you for all of that. And same to you. Happy Wizarding Wednesday. Thanks for that. So yeah, the shirt looks pretty cool as well. I'm not going to read the shirt, obviously, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in regards to alterations, in Hogwarts Legacy, thanks to CurseForge and Avalanche Software's collab for the game. And it's exciting. It's actually bringing a lot of life to the game, a well-deserved and much-needed life that I think is a plus. The big negative, in my opinion, is how it's affecting us as console players. And it sucks because, again, I talked about it not too long ago, that we make up the majority in regards to console players of the Hogwarts Legacy sales. You guys remember Hogwarts Legacy made over 30 to 34 million, or I'm sorry, sold 30 to 34 million copies of the game up to date. And that's according to, I think, Forbes or Variety from WB. And so the fact that we don't have anything since the photo mode, which was also on PC, by the way, which came out last summer, is very surprising, especially understanding the people a little bit over at Avalanche Software, particularly like Chandler Wood, who I will always say is one of the best community managers out there and always has their ear to the ground in regards to what the community really wants and enjoys. And them not giving the console players anything just feels like an oversight, which leads me to believe that I think we're getting something. And I made a video, it's a Wizarding Wednesday video, saying I think we're going to get either DLC or a alteration type feature for console players this year. And my window is between March of this year, March of next year. I'm giving it a 1 year window strictly because of this contest. And it seems the collaboration might run out after this contest, the Goblet of Alterations contest, which again, I mentioned earlier, ends around the 27th or 28th, either way next week. And so I think after that, they shine light on the alterations feature for PC. Now they can start worrying about and getting ready for the marketing for possibly a DLC or alterations coming to Hogwarts Legacy on console. Because again, like, how do you leave out the majority of your player base and not have anything? So I think we're getting something. The question is, chat, what is it? What is it? What would you guys like to see, I believe, come to consoles? And I put up a poll on YouTube, and I forgot to do it on Twitch. Apologies. Just kind of seeing like what you guys would like to see, preferably between, I want to say, alterations, the M word, DLC, sequel, or just something for console players. And the vast majority of you guys said DLC, with just something coming in. Let me see. Just something coming in second with 20. So DLC was 45%. Just something, or it was 20% for consoles. Sequel was higher than the M word, which is alterations. So chat, that is a surprise. Do y'all not like I can't say do you not like. raise your hand. It's clear what it says in the poll, but especially cats on Twitch. Raise your hand. Thumbs up if you rather have DLC. Thumbs down if you'd rather have alterations. Because that is a surprising stat. 45% of you guys said you'd rather have a DLC over the M-word alterations thing. Think of the audience, we're HP book lovers. So I'm not saying the alterations coming to console means you're making alterations. I'm saying it allows you. This has only been a feature for maybe almost 2 months, if that. And we're slowly seeing it build up and get huge with the levels and the designs and even new spells. And so I'm thinking future-wise, I would think people would be looking forward to more of the alterations M-word type feature than DLC, because DLC will still be limited. But then, now that I'm thinking about it, we're still playing a game that came out 2 years ago, and it was limited in and of itself. Expecto Patronum! Thank you, Kingsley, for the follow over on Twitch. Kings Slytherin 99. Happy Wizarding Wednesday. Let us know your house and Patronus. I'm assuming Slytherin. Yo, there's a bunch of thumbs ups. Micah with the rare thumbs down. Rather have the M word. Barbara as well, and David. Interesting. No. So I'm not saying you can't have both. I'm saying which one will we get next, and which one will we get next? And I'm assuming you have to get one of them. So this is under the assumption we can only get one right now, with possible the other ones later on. So right now we can only get one on console. So which one would you rather have? The DLC or the... I don't know if I can even spell it. The alteration M-word one. Obviously, we would want both, but I'm not giving you guys both. That is not an option. Stop copping out. DLC, but I'd want both, says Beardo. Well, I'm greedy and I want both, says Barbara. The big rumor going on right now is that the next gen of consoles is going to be closer to a PC set. Yeah, the Xbox is looking to be a PC that is TV friendly. So yeah, I don't know if PlayStation will follow through with the PS6 being the same way. Cool beans, they can do DLC anytime. Now we need the, you know what. Thank you for not saying the word, Lizzie. I'm not a gamer, but it's always been my understanding that consoles never get customization stuff, but you can correct me on that. I'm not experienced enough to know that for sure. Lauren, I'm in the same boat. I'm a console player. I have been doing some research when it comes to this topic. I mean, obviously after the alterations feature dropped, and kind of seeing what hope we as console players have. I will say, based off of that, it has been done. It's not unprecedented. I talked about it in a video not too long ago when the update first dropped for PC. That games like from Bethesda with Skyrim and even Starfield have mama support. Have alteration support. Which Starfield is a more recent game, just like Baldur's Gate 3 is a more recent game and has alteration support for consoles. Y'all are killing me. Thank you to Patronus Squad for picking the word of the day. So it has been done. I think it was Lauren who asked that. It has been done pretty recently. Have you as well? But from what I've read, it looks like you have to like submit for it early, and from the like initial I guess, inception of the game you're making to let the console developers know. So Sony for PlayStation would have to talk with Avalanche Software, Microsoft for Xbox, and of course Nintendo for the Switch. All of them would have had conversations on how to open up their consoles in a way that will allow alteration support, and not so much you can make them, but download them onto your game. So, someone clipping these, don't do that. Do not clip them. We had the death counter on Twitch. Yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you, Lauren, for the help. So that, I gotta say, that was a surprise. So let's open up the XpectoGO classroom. Let's get my notebook. So we're gonna go pros and cons of DLC. I can spell the word. Can I? Can I spell the word? And sequel. Don't forget to smash the like button. Yes. So let's switch over. Mic check. That makes it too easy. Dang it! How do you spell alterations? I don't know. All right. Y'all are killing me, bro. Y'all are killing me. Why did I agree to this? All right. Okay. So pro, I want to start with, let's do pro. Let's do pro. Thank you. So what's a pro for? No, that's too easy. Let's go to. Hogwarts. All right. I'm gonna organize this right quick. All right. I'm going to start with alterations. Pro for alterations on console. New content. Right? That's too general. New content, forever content as well. So obviously new spells, possibly a lot of new cosmetics, new gameplay features, new mounts, easy mode, like, you know, a lot of those things. Forever content is the big one, I think, for alterations or the M word. What do you guys think in regards to alterations, aka the M word? Positives. What's the word, Jays? I can't say Twim. Talk to chat. They can help you there. Release faster. Oh, true. Good point, Hill. Faster new content. New content comes faster. That's a good one, Hill. That's a good one. fixed flight mechanics, please. The M word is also used to imagine what the players know and like. Ooh, so it could be inspiration for. Oh, I didn't put a space there. Inspire Ava on future content. Sure, games. I'm gonna say content, games. Yeah, that's a good one. Help with ideas to include in the yep. So yeah, I agree. New content, forever content. New content comes quicker. And inspiration for Avalanche software on Hogwarts Legacy future games. That's what alterations, aka the M word, can bring. So yeah. Oh, I know how to spell Avalanche. I was just putting Ava. I'll spell it out. Ooh, yeah. Keeps community alive. Who said that? Rui? Yeah. Keeps Hogwarts Legacy community alive. Yeah, that's a good one too. Let me see. Negatives. Is there a negative? Oh, let me choose con. For me, this is the big one. How do you spell continuity? That's a big one for me. Over ridiculousness, yeah. Bugs, yeah. Bugs. Everybody said bugs. It could just release more ASMR videos. That would be clutch. Overt ridiculousness, yeah. Stuff we don't need. I'll put content. Because there's already a couple of stuff in there. I'm like, we don't need that. Oh, yeah. Immersion. That's a good one, Rui, as well. Yep. It so takes you out of the Wizarding world. That's a big one because like I'm enjoying the mods, but it doesn't feel like Hogwarts Legacy, if that makes sense. Like I'm playing it and I'm like getting to see stuff like Wizard's Chess, Gobstones, and some of these things that we wanted in Hogwarts Legacy. But Rui makes a very good point. These alterations, the M word, takes away the immersion. It doesn't feel like Hogwarts Legacy anymore. Thus, it doesn't really feel like the Wizarding world. It just feels like Hogwarts Legacy on Game Shark or something. So that's a real one. Macho Man Dragons. Wait, what did I say? When did I say it, Parrish? Wait, when? Oh, no. Let me get the beans, man. Let me grab the beans. Oh, no. That's a big reason why I'm not mad over the N-word being only on PC. That's a very good point. It doesn't feel... Yeah, that's a big one. All right, I'm going to get my beans right quick. It's a different game. Lauren, exactly. It's a completely different game. The developers are basically making little puzzles within the game, kind of like a maze that was explained on Monday by one of the mod developers. That's a very good way of explaining it. That was my example, says Lobo. Okay. Great name. What if the winners of the competition get their M word in the base game with the alterations and DLC? I don't know. That's going to be between Avalanche Software and the person who made it. They're putting it into the official alteration support, so is it now WB's because they're using their thing? Like, I don't know how that works. On PS5's characters are the vanilla playthrough. PC is altered. That's a good one. Retro had a few on Monday. Oh. Yeah, I hope we get some of the award-winning stuff on console too. Agreed. All right, let me get my beans right quick. Hold on. All right. Four beans last week, plus at least 3 tonight. Oh my gosh. Let me do it right. I thought I was missing some Expecto emotes. Oh my gosh. All right, I got the 4 from last week. I don't know if it's showing. Yeah, that's 4. All right, here we go.
Did you just have to eat a bean?
I did just have to eat a bean.
Good.
I forgot to get a water.
What flavor did you get?
They were all green and blue. So blue could be like soap or something.
I thought soap was really light colored.
What is blue then? Oh,
I don't know.
I forgot they stick to your teeth. Oh. Hi.
Hey. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Britter Critter. Denebula said we have enough to call it. I'm not sure why.
All right.
James, I was just in traffic for an hour and a half. There's 2 different ways that I can get home. And my normal way looked super backed up. So I go for a different way. Even more backed up.
Oh, no.
And the worst part is that from a certain point, I can see both paths. And so I'm stuck in traffic, just like gazing far away. And I can see the sunlight glinting off the cars as they're like driving in the direction I need to go. As I'm stuck over here, it's too late.
Yeah.
Can't turn around.
You've made your decision.
I made my decision. So that's why I'm a little bit later than normal.
Well, it's fine because we just started.
Really?
Bro.
What?
The camera messing up. It wouldn't like come on at all. So I had to,
Good.
Yeah.
So everything is going according to plan.
According to plan.
Thank you, Danelle. I don't normally wear patterns, so this is a departure. But I've had this shirt for a really long time.
Oh yeah, that is the OG shirt.
Started to break it out this morning.
You're good. You're good. All right, beans done. Second batch at the end of the stream. All right, so getting back, we're talking about pros and cons of what we could expect next regarding Hogwarts Legacy on console. So DLC alterations, aka the M word, which is
Merlin? Ministry of Magic.
Close. The initials are close.
Is that the bean word?
Yeah, it's close.
Morning?
No, it's think of Ministry of Magic. The initials for that, but change the last letter to a D. And that's the word.
Mode?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not talking to you.
Cindy said you have to have 10 beans and counting. Did you just eat 5 at the same time?
I ate, yeah. Oh, no, I ate 4. So yeah.
Hey, Twim. Hey, Tim. Oh, my goodness.
Rita, thanks for the time check. I think we're going to go a little bit longer because Sue got here late and we started like almost a half hour late. So we'll go at least till 6:45.
Rita said, thanks, Rita. Rita said, if Sue says the bean word, James still has to eat the bean.
No,
Correct.
Rita, why would you agree? No, why would you say that? Why would you put that in? Oh my god.
You and me, Rita.
Oh my god.
We get it.
I promise you guys, you got to get an old wooden dictionary or thesaurus and look for the word cosine, and you will find Rita's picture next to
You know
Sue.
what? If Rita ever switched sides, I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I would survive
Oh my gosh, bro.
it. Rita said girl power always. Always.
I'm not saying the word, Aether. Thank you for 16 months of Patronus Squad.
Patronus Squad.
Say it. Accept it. Not saying it. James is doing enough damage on his own. He doesn't need suits. Thank you, Hillary. Thank you for singing that.
Rita said, don't worry, Sue, that will never happen. Thanks, Rita. Cindy said Rita's got blizzard brain. Is there a blizzard happening right now?
Oh, no.
Or did you have a brain freeze from having a blizzard?
I've never heard that term ever.
Me neither.
So this is new to me.
I don't know, but now I want ice cream.
I know.
I'll tell you what.
I got coupons.
Yeah.
So the big one, going back to what we were saying before Sue got here, with the alterations, the big con negative is the immersion suffers. And again, I said it earlier, I enjoy them, but it doesn't feel like Hogwarts Legacy. And I think that coming to console, I'm okay not having alterations on the game strictly because of that. Which leads us to the pros of a DLC. What's the pros of the next thing we get on console? If it's not alterations, aka the M word, it being a DLC, the next thing. What's one of the pros? And again, the big one for me, it's our story. The story continues.
New quests.
Yeah.
That's one of the things they basically guaranteed, right? Or that was in the article.
Yeah.
Not from Avalanche.
Yeah. New official quest.
Becky said it's a little hard to immerse when you're flying a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, or on cats. Yeah. 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 Oh my gosh.
Micah, thank you.
What did
you
Micah
give me
say?
10 out of 10 for my pirouette.
Y'all just want to have Sue run this? I was the one dealing with my webcam messing up, talking you guys through it. Hey, just give me a second. I got here. I poured my heart at the beginning, letting you guys know I went to bed at 8 o'clock last night. Crazy work. Crazy week last week. Sue and I have been tired.
Tired.
And the first thing Sue says the forbidden word, and I have to eat a bean for it, and Sue automatically gets a 10. Like, what is happening here?
It's okay. It's okay.
What is happening here? Oh my gosh. All right, pros for...
You're being hysterical.
Whatever. Pro for DLC. Simmer down, James. You need a bean. Actually, I might as well start spacing these out. The bean won't hurt you. We'll get out of here. Oh, another green.
DeCourcy said the
Could be
feel
burgers.
of the game remains the same, but the M word can be buggy or glitchy. Rui said a pro is new characters, areas, and collectibles. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited about new areas. Ooh, new enemies.
Yeah.
Yes. Kind of harder enemies would be cool. I want an enemy that's kind of tricky. Like, you don't just overpower them, but
Yeah.
there's some kind of trick to it.
Yeah.
That would be kind of fun.
Like a spell combo to do it.
Fritter, it's okay. It's almost April.
Hey, James, I would love to have the bad word on PS5. Nice try, Twim. I'm alert now. I'm alert now. Oh, yeah, new gear. Okay, I'm not as excited about new gear because of all the cosmetics, but from the alterations update on PC. But if the new gear actually is armor or something, I don't know. I don't
know. Like, it already boosts your defense.
It doesn't. It never feels like it. This is what it is. I always felt overpowered. So the enemies also. I'll put tougher.
Yeah.
Because the enemies are just too easy now. Even on hard mode, it's just too easy. It felt like the enemies didn't scale up with us.
They did a little bit. I think part of it is that both of us grind before doing the main storyline quest. So by the time we start getting to the actual bad guys, we're we're at a higher level than we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so that makes none of it that hard. But I remember the first time around when I played, there was that one quest with the big spider.
Mm-hmm.
And
that in the Forbidden Forest?
Yeah, and if you play that quest early, it's hard.
That was tough. I mean,
legitimately, you might need a couple of tries.
Yeah, I mean, the clip with us at the beginning at our intro, with me fighting a troll, that was like so many levels above us.
Yeah, it was hard at the you could get in over your head.
Yeah.
If you went in a bad order or you didn't know what your fighting style was, like combining a Thunder Brew with other things so that you don't get overpowered, you know.
But I mean, I ended up making challenges for myself.
Yeah.
In like the battle arenas. So like, I don't know. I don't know. I know it says like 40 next to their things and stuff like that, but sometimes it just didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
With it. It just didn't.
You could just ancient magic them.
Yeah.
Because between you leveling up and leveling up your clothes.
Yes. And even the potions and everything
and
with the
plants.
potions
and stuff.
Yeah, it just felt like I'm not worried about this dude. Like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna drink that many potions.
I do still want an M word so that I can just upgrade the same thing over and over and over again. Like,
what do you
lean
mean?
in really hard on like one spell or like a couple of spells rather than only being able to upgrade it once on your skill tree.
Oh, so unlimited.
Because my Confringo would be amazing.
So unlimited upgrades?
Unlimited upgrades on the same spell,
on one spell
in your talent thing.
So a way to balance that out is if you were spacing out, like, let's say each spell has 3 upgrades, you can take the 3 from the other spells and put them onto that one spell, but your other ones suffer.
No, I don't want it to be balanced. I'm not asking for balance.
It needs to be
I'm
balanced.
asking for excess.
It needs to be balanced.
That's why I didn't say I want it with the DLC, because I know they would make it fair.
Right,
I don't want it fair. That's why it has to be an M word.
So you want the upgrades, and then you can upgrade.
So I don't
one
have
spell.
to do like the obligatory, make my Wigan Weld stronger, because I run out of spells to upgrade.
Yeah.
Let me only upgrade the stuff I care about. And let me do that as many times as I want. It's my talent points.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
You know? That's what I want.
That makes sense.
Danelle's with me. Thanks, Danelle.
I see new lore coming from Becky about ancient magic. It's definitely a strong possibility. I'll have that with the story, but story continues, new lore. I'll add that with the story.
Moon Lily, the only potion I really use is Thunder Brew, and it's really good when you have a lot of enemies all at the same time.
I used the rock one. What was it? Starts with the E. I forgot what it's called.
I don't know. The rock one.
Biblio, whatever.
I don't think that's it. Edurus.
Edurus,
The
thank you.
Edurus potion.
Edurus, the Edurus portion.
Rita said my aura is showing. Yes. Yes, it is, Rita. Someone said music. Oh, pro. Naylene said pro. New music, audio, sound effects, and character phrases. Yes.
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 Meeting Merlin after you complete the second 100. No, that's Cindy. No, no, no.
Cindy feels like playing today.
Yeah, she's on one today. Music, yeah.
Oh, Ether said some spell M words have that. Audio, sound effects, character phrases. A couple people mentioned the character phrases. Does that mean like the things we say when we pass a castle? Really?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it must have been quite stately in its time.
I would think that's what it is.
Okay.
So I put new music, sound effects, audio, and chatter.
Chatta.
Edurus, thank you, Lizzie.
Tim said, I'm not sure about Unlimited, but I do like the way Avowed handles the skill tiers.
Yes!
Yes! You can go boom, boom, boom for each like category.
Yes!
Yeah, I agree.
Tim, I'm so happy you are at least enjoying the Avowed so far. I gotta get,
we are too.
Yeah, we are too.
We're not far into it.
We are too. We are too. I know I've been playing Assassin's Creed for the past like almost 30 hours, but I miss Avowed. Avowed just has
it's fun.
Avowed is so fun.
And the enemies are hard.
Yes. It has that just Skyrim itch enough where like, yeah, and it's so gorgeous too. But yeah, I'm so glad that's a great idea, Tim.
A couple people are agreeing on the Thunder Brew and Edurus potions.
Yeah.
Metatron wants to use a time turner to go back in time to when Professor Rackham was alive.
Oh man. I think the way we can do that, I would not be surprised if Rackham had another. What happens if he go to the big screen? What happens if Rackham has a memory vial of when he first attended Hogwarts as a 5th year and he met Merlin? Come on, man! How dope would that be? He learned all this stuff from Merlin or something. Because he was 400s. Merlin went to school in the late 900s, 1000. It could overlap depending on how old Rackham was.
Hi, Giovanni. Okay, another pro Chamber of Secrets.
And go ahead, switch to the other screen. It's not here.
Yeah.
It's
but that's for this one.
Yeah, DLC.
No, it was for them.
Oh, okay. You're putting that under the thing. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Chamber or freaking Azkaban. Azkaban, that's got to be coming.
That would be cool. Moonlily wonders if more areas of the castle will be unlocked in DLC. Ooh, I hope so.
I think that's a definite in the sequel. Not so much in the maybe not in the DLC.
Let us dream.
I think I would be dope if it was. That would be an easy thing to do.
KY said more flu flame lines.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Neil.
Hey, Neil, magical objects would be good. Yes, more magical objects.
In DLC?
Yes.
That would be really cool. And then if we could use them in combat or use them for puzzles.
That was lacking in this game. That was severely lacking. That's a great call, Niels. Also, thanks for the super chat. Let me get Nifflers and gift emotes in the chat. That's a good call. That's a great call. I agree.
Moon Lily said Merlin and Morgana because she suspects that rivalry
started at the school. Yeah. Would that be alterations or DLC?
I assumed it was the M word.
All right.
I don't know.
Cons. Is it possible the DLC doesn't actually progress the storyline? That's that's what I was going to get to the cons. It might not progress the storyline. Limited again. Limitations.
Hey, Perez.
What's up, Perez? Happy Wizarding Wednesday.
What do you mean limitations?
So you only have 10 to 15 hours of content, whereas with the M word, you have forever content. So limited content.
Rui said it'll cost money.
True. Yep. Money. Yep. Another negative is crap. I had it.
Delaying Hogleg 2.
Yes. Because this could be a stopgap measure until we get the sequel.
Delaying that because we're working on this.
Yeah.
Or we know Hogleg 2 is going to take a long time, so they throw this out there to.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Something affecting all Hogwarts Legacy 2, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fans have increased frustration if our input for what needs to be added. Ooh, great one, Cindy.
Doesn't meet our hopes.
Yeah.
Or,
Suggestions?
Uh,
Suggestions not heard.
They don't deliver on what we want.
Yeah, good call. Release time, yeah. So we only get one release, whereas with alterations, the M word, we get multiple releases. So only you get one release.
Rui said potential lack of live support or fixes from the devs, like that alteration.
Yeah. Let me see. Lauren.
Time Turner in battle. That would be cool.
Bro, yeah. Kind of like.
Then there's two of you.
Kind of like Prince of Persia. How you can like go back.
Bye, Jenny.
See you, Jenny. Where you can like go back a couple of seconds. Because the thing now with Time Turners, I think the incident happened recently. So like everybody's scared of it. So you can only go back like a couple of minutes or something.
Micah, Haunted Hogsmeade was an exclusive quest for PlayStation, right? But
yeah.
Then he's asking, was it a DLC? Does it count as a DLC?
It could.
Kind of.
Because it didn't come to the other consoles till later. Maybe?
It didn't progress the storyline, but it does help you make money slightly faster.
Yeah. Like you get more, yeah. I don't know if that's a DLC. Sands of Time was amazing. Yes, Stargazer. Yes, it was.
Metatron said it was sold as a DLC to other systems.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I thought it was because it came with.
It was free.
Yeah, because it came with photo mode. It wasn't. You didn't have to buy it. It came when photo mode dropped on the other consoles. Yeah, because that was the big announcement. The photo mode came. The Haunted Hogsmeade, the Liquid Luck potion was also released. All of those came with the update. You didn't have to pay for them.
So it was a DLC for everyone else that didn't have a PS5, but it wasn't a DLC that you had to pay for.
Okay.
Is that what we're saying?
That's what I think.
Becky, can you explain a little bit more? I don't understand the con. It doesn't include our character and changes the timeline.
What, for DLC?
I think so. I think that's the topic.
It's gotta include it. It might not.
What if it focused on somebody else?
Yeah, it might not focus on us.
The only reason that I would like that is if it was a house elf that it focused on, and we got to go inside those little barrels in the kitchen, and I get to see what's in there because I'm deeply curious.
Spew.
I like a house elf that goes on an adventure, not like like cleaning the castle.
Okay.
I'm just like, maybe I should be more specific. I just want to know what's in there.
Yeah, I mean, if the DLC completely focuses on someone else, yeah. That's a big con, yeah. It might get love for the Ravenclaw companion, but that would be a huge con for me. Because like one of the best DLCs I think was the director's cut for Ghost of Tsushima, where like you went to a new island, new area, new enemies, and you had the story still continuing, even though the story was still about you, even though it wasn't the main story. It can continue the themes of the main story, but it wasn't the main story, and it was still had a huge connection to your character. So yeah, if we don't have that, that's a huge con. Yeah, I agree.
Aether, I would love a time turner quest where we can go back and save Tobbs. That was the saddest quest. I really hoped we were gonna find him alive.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. There was one other con for DLC, and I can't think of it. Yeah, you guys got some good ones.
Too much money? Or too expensive? Well,
No,
we already
no,
said it will cost
yeah.
money, period.
They live through the game from the perspective of someone else like Ranrock. I still wouldn't want that.
I just want something new.
Yeah. Which I would think is a good thing, a peek into his mindset. I mean, like, Harry Potter fans understood what Ranrock was going through because because what's his name in the Harry Potter books kind of echoed, like, the blight of goblins. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a good perspective on how their lives were miserable because of wizards and the rules they started making, particularly from the Ministry of Magic. So, like, there was nothing new that Ranrock was presenting in regards to why he was doing what he was doing. Because we get it. Like, wizards screwed them, took away wands, and they were threatened, and so, you know, you can't use them. So that was a big deal. He had one at the end of the game when he was going against us, let alone Miriam's wand. So I don't know if mindset is a thing for Ranrock. A perspective I would love to have is one of the professors. I'd rather have one of the professors' perspectives in regards to, like, their backstory, more so than anything.
As long as there's no tutorials. And as long as there's an adventure of some kind.
Oh, we keep getting green.
Where we go somewhere that looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grass?
Yeah. Ah. Oh.
Was it bogey flavored?
No, it was grass.
Okay.
Grip hook. Thank you. Grip hook.
Miriam's POV or Hecate's POV and how she was damaged by time.
Mm-hmm. Ooh! Miriam's would be interesting. Yeah. Kind of getting closure on how she found the thing in the first place that started the game. That would be very interesting. Like, we start the game visiting Fig's, let's say, grave or whatever, right? Putting flowers, offering our condolences or whatever. And somebody also comes over there because we're assuming Fig is buried with Miriam. And so somebody's like, yeah, I knew Miriam. Like, you know, I helped her on the thing. And then we kind of start talking to them. And we get insight and kind of go through kind of like what Miriam did and why. Maybe reading some journals and stuff. Maybe she has a pensive too. I don't know. But kind of getting some information on how she was able to find what she found that started this whole thing in Hogwarts Legacy 1. That would be cool. The port key container, yeah.
Moon Lily said we might hear of a ministry conspiracy through Fig POV or George POV. That would be cool, and it would also be cool if the DLC was like a bridge between the first game. Maybe we don't see it when we're playing the DLC, but once we start playing Hogleg 2, it would be cool if some of it was a foreshadowing.
Yeah.
If they did that really well, it would be awesome. Like something that we think is just a random nothing, like we don't even notice it.
Line of dialogue or even
or like a thing we see or a person we just happen to pass by. Like it could be small, but if they drop hints,
if they play it right, that's a good one. That's
that
a good call.
Be really cool.
Yeah, agreed.
And that would that would show that they had a plan
Right.
all the way from back before they started the
Yeah.
DLC for what Hogleg 2 would be about.
Yeah.
So that there's threads that pull all the way through.
So every
That'd be
time you
awesome.
play any version of the game, there's a continuing thread there. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
the DLC could be just
Yeah.
fun go finds.
Yeah.
It would be like, it doesn't have to be a
Just
whole
more content.
thing.
Yeah. Just more content. Yeah.
Yeah. Or it could be,
I think that's what I'm saying. You can do both.
yeah.
You can do both.
Yeah.
You can do both. So.
Con for the sequel, no Ministry of Magic.
Oh yeah. Go to the. Let me switch screens after you type.
Oh, right.
WB. We're fine.
I just want to point out how great I am at this right now.
You are so great.
I know how to change the scenes.
Yes, you're learning.
And I'm typing too.
Very strong opinion, and I kind of agree. I'm done with Seb, so over his twisted behind, and it could be interesting, but no more Seb. Sob Seb. I'm done. Honestly, outside of like him being a villain, I honestly don't care. I don't care. I know I'm making a video, well, Persona Squad knows. I'm making a video kind of spoiling his ending. I've talked about it before months ago on Wizarding Wednesday, but I'm making it into like a 9 to 10 minute video. But like, all the emotional impact he brought should have been with us. So I'm already jelly. But he carried it. And so like, it's just hard. He's going to cast a shadow if he's in the next game. He's going to cast a huge shadow because he is such a polarizing character, and I want that polarization tied to us now. So yeah, I'm done with Seb.
We have some people seconding and thirding Steph's opinion,
Yeah.
and other people disagreeing because they love Steph.
Everybody, I think there's
Everyone
so
has an
many
opinion.
more people who love Seb, at least online, from what I've seen. There's a reason his merch was the first thing Avalanche Software released. There's a reason, like, when I visited there during the gameplay showcase, they said, I was like, so who's your favorite companion? I always asked. It was unanimous, almost, Seb. Shout out to Todd. He said his favorite character was Poppy. We had, like, I think I had one Natty, but it was mostly Seb, because everybody was like, just the way his story ends up, and I got to talk to the level designers and the writers for it. Like, so many people enjoyed Seb and were surprised when they tried Seb's quest line. Like, a lot of people did. So he was polarizing.
People love a misunderstood villain.
Yeah, Draco Malfoy.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
Denebula said his story was well done and compelling, but it was at the expense of other characters, including the main character.
Exactly.
I wouldn't describe us as compelling.
No.
I would describe us as
Cookie cutter.
moving kind of through the world.
We are cookie cutter.
Yeah, we are the sidekick kind of on other people's personal adventures.
Yeah.
So
we had like a couple of cool moments that stood out with our character, namely at the end, and even some of the stuff at the beginning. But like in the middle, nah.
It's a lot of, I'm doing this because someone pointed me in this direction, so I'm going to go do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was, and like, I know they talked about like how you can be mean and stuff like that, but none of it altered the storyline. None of it mattered. It was just, you can just have your own headcanon, which is why we don't have a background in the first place, because you can create your character and have your own headcanon based on what Chandler said during the interview, I think. So. Could see a young Dumbledore in DLC King. Possibly if they jump time.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be a pro. If they jumped the time, it could. Queen Poppy all day. Yes. Stargazer, yes. I think his family had a background in darkness, but he lived in the restricted section. He did. Add quote, we are cookie cutters.
Becky likes the fact that we didn't have a spelled out background.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did, because they can, again, you can create your own headcanon. Me, I wanted one just so it could kind of help me dictate why we're doing what we're doing. So when we went against our supposed background, it kind of felt like, well, I'm doing it because I always like D&D, and D&D always forced you to think about your character before you even respond. And a lot of the great RPGs are good at that. Again, Baldur's Gate, Skyrim. A lot of people talk about Mass Effect. I can get like Knights of the Old Republic. I can go on and on.
We kind of get to do it in Avowed too.
And yeah, and you get to do it in the Avowed, which is God. I want to play it so bad. It's so much fun. So that's why I wanted a background, because like in a lot of those good RPG games, you're slowly learning more about your character's background, which is how it's going to dictate your foreground, like moving forward. So I wanted that, but a lot of people enjoyed it because you can create your own headcanon, and I'm not mad at that. But me personally, I'm being selfish. That's what I wanted.
Becky has a cool idea. It would be cool if we could choose in-game whether our background was Muggle or Wizarding World, and then it would change how some witches and wizards interacted with us.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
That's something you can do in the new alterations update as well. It doesn't change how people react to you, but you can add like Muggle blood or whatever, stuff like that. So you can add blood status, which is cool. So have it to affect how people or the world in game reacts to you, I think would be very clutch for sure. Like Fable back in the day.
Moonlily is pointing out that, hey, we didn't really have a choice. His uncle started attacking us and forced us to defend ourselves. When talking about Seb.
Okay.
The first time I played through the game, I didn't attack the uncle because I was waiting for some kind of choice point to happen.
Right.
So that I could decide, do I help the uncle or do I help Seb?
Right.
And it never came, so you had to fight the uncle.
Yeah, you did.
I was really surprised about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Perez said the next big bad shouldn't be Seb, but his story needs a finishing touch, especially what happens to him and his sister. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I do want to know what happens.
Spoiler alert, he has a happy ending.
Stefe said Fable is amazing.
Yes, that's why I can't wait for the new one.
Lizzie said it would be kind of cool the Muggle versus not. And it would also be cool like to wear weird clothes in the castle. She said night gear.
Yes.
And have people comment on what you're wearing.
Lizzie, yes. Night jammies, yes.
Michael said, true, I don't like how the uncle accused the MC automatically, even if we were trying to stop Seb. Yeah.
And, like, the uncle being as crazy as he was made it so you sympathize with Seb when he kills him. Because you're like, okay, teens are known for riding on their emotions. He was doing everything for Anne. And a good villain or any character, if they do bad, if you're able to understand why they're doing it, it makes them that much more compelling. So Solomon is his name, was that kind of person that allowed Seb to do what he did because you just didn't like how Solomon was so not understanding, especially as an adult. You're the adult in here and you're as emotional as Seb is, like what is going on. And so it allowed, at least from my perspective, Seb to do the stuff he did because, well, look at his character, like Taker, like this dude is horrible. Like he has no hope at all. Like I'm trying to do whatever I can to save her. I'm going to do whatever I can, and he's stopping me, and he's not giving me any like hope or anything. So, like I get it, but still, whenever you use a curse, like you have to mean it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you got to mean that joint.
Yeah.
And yes, Harry did it too. Harry did a couple of Crucios and meant it. I know, but I'm just saying. You have a long list of Harry doing so many good stuff.
Moon Lily said, the remorse in Seb's face makes you side with Seb more, especially after the uncle attacks you and forces two 15-year-old kids to fight an adult.
Yeah.
The whole situation is not great.
Yeah. So I understood. I'm just saying I don't want anymore.
I do think that villain redemption arcs usually require a lot more than this, because he's just kind of a kid making dumb choices.
True.
But I think villain redemption arcs are fun when it's like a bad person who was bad on purpose and meant it for a long time, and then they have to reconcile. You know what I mean? Or you find out like Snape, like they were doing it for a good cause, and they never you misunderstood what was happening because you were missing this key piece of information or something. Right. But I feel like a really satisfying redemption arc is no, I in the heat of battle I did something and I immediately regret it. Yeah. It's not as, I think, cool as when it's someone who was entrenched.
So that's why I think in the sequel, if they do anything with his story, he has to go dark. Because at the end they talk about him finding out that it wasn't the goblins, it was the dark wizards who cursed Anne, and so it's as if he's lost everything. He has no foundation because everything he was doing was to cure Anne, who doesn't want to talk to him anymore, was to get revenge on the goblins who didn't do what he thought they did, and now our character, the MC, who he thought was going to be a bright light because he can do things nobody else can do, and we're like, no, that's not how we're going to use our magic. So all these big three things on top of killing his uncle, I think is a great segue to lead him down the dark path, especially if he's sitting in Azkaban or sitting in a jail in general waiting for his sentence. And he's just in there thinking, going crazy, still emotional. I think that villain arc makes a lot of sense in the sequel, and then Third Game kind of comes out of it, whatever. Kind of like a Ben Solo type thing, which I didn't like how they did him either, but I think that's how I would do it.
Danelle said the only villain that has a place in her heart is Anakin Skywalker. And that's a really good one.
Speaking of Star Wars.
Bad for a long time.
He was good for a long time.
Good for a long time.
Also bad for a long time.
I hate how he descends into madness, though. That annoys me.
It was too fast.
It was way too fast, and it didn't make any sense.
It was too fast.
They forced it.
Yeah. Which is why the Clone Wars is so clutch, because you see it happen. The animated series. Watch Clone Wars, even all 7 series. Anyway.
I haven't seen it. Maybe if I watch that, I'll like it.
I mean, it's the movie's job for it to make sense, though. You shouldn't have to go and get side content for it to better explain. I get that.
That whole movie just irritates me.
Still.
But good for a long time. Suddenly bad, and then bad for a long time. Yeah. And then has a complete turnaround at great personal cost.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. And then he gets to be a ghost.
And he killed younglings.
And the sand people, not just the men.
Yeah.
But the women and the children.
Yeah. Exactly, Stone. He killed the younglings. Exactly. Yeah, it's coming up. It's Aether. We got you. We haven't forgotten last week's. Clone Wars is so great. Thank you, David. Exactly. I was counting how many beans consumed. I've consumed 3 more. 3. I've consumed 3. So I need 2 more. I consumed 4 at the beginning and then 3 throughout. So that's 7. Do I need 3 more, Cindy? But getting back to the list, we got pros and cons for the DLC and the alterations, aka the M word.
Michael, I have played Assassin's Creed a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. James has been playing it a lot more just for
tips and tricks video,
because he's the professional here, but once I get to play it again, I'm gonna be all over it. It's just fun.
It's addicting, bro.
Once you get past the tutorials, as always.
Yeah, it's addicting.
It's super fun.
And then pros and cons for the alterations. I think I'm going to side with chat in regards to I'd rather have a DLC more than alterations coming to console. Strictly because of the pros more than the pros for the M word. I don't think we're getting a sequel before any of these things, honestly. Even though there's pros to getting a sequel and cons to getting a sequel before these things. And the big ones will be time, in my opinion, because I think we're far off from a sequel. Especially since they're still hiring positions over at Avalanche Software. But yeah, I think I'm with chat. I'd rather have a DLC on console, with the big one being the immersion aspect that gets lost with the alterations feature if added to consoles. But continuing possibly the story, new official stuff that can be a thread going into the sequel. If anything, alterations, I would love to see some of them added to a DLC, or at least brought into a sequel. But yeah, DLC over, and I think that's what we're going to get before anything. I don't see them trying to push alterations on the consoles, in my opinion, strictly because it's just easier to make a DLC than to get approval from Sony for PlayStation, Microsoft for Xbox, and Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch. It's just easier to make new content and not have to worry about getting every alteration approved and added to the game. I think it's going to eventually come, but I think this will be faster and a lot sooner. So
Danelle said, "Are you sending this input to Avalanche?" It'll be part of our interview, I'm sure.
So what I always do is whenever like I reach out, because like sometimes I'll like hit up people and like, hey, I have a question. We talked about this on Wizarding Wednesday. What are your thoughts? What can you say or whatever? So I tend to do that with stuff that I know like the community is interested in, outside of the Death Eaters being created by Isadora. That's me personally. That's the question I was asking personally. That's the only
on
one.
Your own behalf.
Yeah, on my own behalf. That's the only one that I was asking on my own behalf. But most of this stuff, if I do reach out, just kind of saying hi, checking on anybody, hey, can I talk about the game right quick? What can you say? Boom, boom, boom. I would definitely post this for sure.
I'm going to point out a really cool conversation that's happening in the comments right now.
What is happening in the comments right now?
Who is more evil?
Who?
Voldemort or Darth Vader?
Voldemort.
It's not much of a debate.
No.
Everyone agrees. I think
No.
I forget who saw it, but someone saw this on the internet, like debated somewhere, and the answer was Vader. And it's like Moonlily summed it up. Voldemort is more evil hands down because he just kills sadistically. Vader is more focused on the Jedi. Like, yes, killer, but like not enjoying it.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
It's just like, this has to be done.
And
it's my job.
I mean, yeah, both of them have a temper per se, but yeah. This dude is evil, like straight evil. Yeah, there's levels to this, and Tom Riddle has reached that level, especially when picking on kids, bro.
Yeah, and Vader was redeemed.
Yeah,
Voldemort, I don't think there was anything left of him
nah,
to be able to do that.
It didn't seem like it, in my opinion.
Danelle said Voldy was moldy to his core.
Hey,
Love it.
Bars.
Love it.
All right, let's get into Expecto mode right quick before we wrap up.
What was the theme?
I think it was plants. That was last week's one. I think it was something with the plants.
Becky is pointing out how it's funny that Voldemort wanted pureblood supremacy when he was half Muggle himself, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
It's like he's trying to deny himself.
Come on, man. Who are you kidding?
You have 4 plus 6. So you have 4, then 3. So I got 3 left. All right, Sydney. All right, Expecto mode. Here we go. So yeah, it was about plants. Speaking about someone that broke his soul 8 times to get the evil for eternity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty evil.
Yeah. That's like seriously.
That's a level of commitment. Oh, that's a dark blue one. That might be good. That might be blueberry.
Or soap. No, soap is light
Soap
blue.
is light. You don't like blueberry flavored beans, though. Oh, poor James. I like this picture.
But this is from... I forgot who this is from. It just says M.
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 I like it.
Ooh. Look at the cabbages.
Look at the outfit.
I know.
Is that dragon wings? And then Edorus potion?
Yeah, that's a mod. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Cool.
This is what's his name? Vivarium's. Yeah.
Hey, Draco.
Draco, let's go. Happy Wednesday, bud. Yeah. That's a tough shot.
That is cool.
And they're going against the
Knight.
yeah, the Guardian.
I'm noticing a Dutch angle.
Yeah.
We love a good Dutch angle.
Love to see the teeth of the Chinese chopping cabbages or Avada cabbages.
Cabbage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The Nebula harvesting the tentacle to solve Mr. Barnes' request. Aw.
Cool.
Love the hair. Look at the fit.
I know. That's an M word because there's another person in the room of requirement.
Oh yeah, with a nice fit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Another one from the Nebula. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nice. Good shot. Dutch angle.
Beat me to it.
That's a good shot. So they were using magic too. How was he able to transfer it? Well, it was the Goblin Medal. Never mind. It was the Goblin Medal.
Yeah, it was like imbued with it or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Which we found out through Isadora was a way to contain it. That's a great shot too.
I like
How'd you
the
get the
light.
lighting like that? Crimson, how'd you do that? Especially with the autofocus.
Poor little baby Mandrake. Mandrake's got talent. That's what Becky said.
We got a pink one.
Ooh, that one might be good.
Hopefully. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's like watermelon.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Cool.
They're like getting destroyed
They
by the
never
cabbages.
stood a chance.
I got to do another plant run in the Dark Battle Arena. I miss
Plants only.
Yeah, I miss my cabbages.
Alexa said, "Don't worry, your friends are just sleeping. Now drop your shield and say hello to my little
Oh my
friend."
god! Oh my gosh!
Nice.
I said one weakness: height and shields. Cabbages can't get through them.
Store all of our stuff somewhere up high.
Yeah. Reminds me of Mom's reaction when I play my music too loud in the house. Nice.
I love it.
I love the over exaggeration.
I like the distortion too from
Yeah.
like, the sound waves. That's cool.
Mandrake's got talent. Oh my gosh. Jackie.
Go in your home. That's what Ether said.
Oh.
Fun.
How did you do that?
And look at the. I
Yeah.
never noticed the plant has a handle on it.
Yeah.
Or the planter has a handle on it.
How did you do that? Aether, how did you do that? That's crazy. Also, that jacket. So many belts. Ooh, I remember this plate. Whoa! You got Deacon here with a wand? Or is that Dobby?
Aww.
Oh.
That's
How did you do? I know it's a mod, but dang it!
James.
I was one away.
Ether said more poses from advanced photo mode. Uh-oh. That one doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
I think the boxes don't have an explanation of the photo. What was it?
It's vomit.
You want to spit it out?
No,
Okay.
Arthur.
Ether said that's them as Deke
Deke, okay.
with polyjuice.
See you, Becky. Thanks for hanging out. See you next week. Yep. Oh, God. I forgot.
Ooh, cinematic and Dutch angle. Cool.
Cool. It's just bad, man. Or was it just nasty? Lauren changed my mind and re-uploaded a different photo pic. Greenhouse room. Ooh. Oof. Nice. The wide angle. That's a beautiful section of the castle. Ooh, that's a great shot.
Yeah. Hey, Ray.
What's up, Ray? Welcome back. Ooh. This is the second one in 5 minutes. Still 2 more. I know. I might save the 2 more for next week because good grace, I don't know if I can. I'm out of practice.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Oh. Ugh. And I didn't bring my water in here. I'm
You
lacking.
need a giant cup of coffee for those, or cup of water for those beans.
You know I'm lacking. My birthday is next week. Hey, happy early birthday. If we see you next week, remind us. We'll sing you happy birthday. No, I did not get my water, DeCourcy. Yeah. All right. How many likes we got and how many people we got over on Twitch? Let me see. Zoom out. Ooh, 73, 74. And, ooh, we're like 10 away. So we can get 10 more likes. So we can do a pirouette. I need to get water. Oh, God. Ugh. Alright. Gosh, why I keep going here?
I don't know.
No. This one. Okay. Whew. Ugh. Bash the like button, folks. Yes, happy birthday. Yeah. Wait, Mew?
Is it Mew's birthday?
Is it Mew's birthday? Next Monday I was born?
Rockin' Robin.
Rockin' Robin. Hey, come through next Wednesday. We'll sing you a happy birthday. Well, your birthday would be late, so.
It's okay.
Yeah, we'll sing it. We'll sing it to you next Wednesday when we come back.
Danelle said, is it bad that I'm itching to play AC Shadows? I have 5 hours to wait. I don't think it's bad.
It's so good.
Mew Store said, yes, it is.
Wait, it is? Oh, we gotta
Look
sing
at
now.
that. To Mew?
Yeah, we gotta sing to Mew. We gotta sing. All right. Since you are Mew, since you are one of the original Pokemon, and probably Arceus' first creation, because you can learn every move in Pokemon, because that's what Mew does. And you're so cute. We will sing you a happy birthday, Mew. We wouldn't be here without you. I wouldn't have Mewtwo without Mew. These are all Pokemon references if you don't know. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Mew. Happy birthday, dear Mew. Ooh. Happy birthday to you.
Mew Store said, that's cool. Thanks. You're welcome. It's not every day you get to hear this beautiful of music.
45. That's a great number. I'll be 40 next month. 45. That's a good one.
That's crazy.
That's oh.
How old were you when we met? When will I have known you for half your life? We're getting close.
2009?
I didn't say what year. How old were you?
I can't remember. So I'm trying to think like
20 something. It wasn't high.
no, it was 2008 or 9.
2008 we met.
Yeah, no, we started dating 2009.
Yeah.
So 2008, yeah, I think we met.
No, wasn't it 2008?
I think it was. That's so far.
No, it was 2008 when we started dating.
So 2007 then.
Yeah.
So if it's 2000, oh my gosh.
That's almost 20
That's
years
almost
ago.
20 years
I have
ago.
almost known him for half of his life.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Wait, we've already reached more than half of my life.
Yeah. I think we reached that.
We're about there.
That was
Draco said it's a trap, James.
that was the Bee Gees level harmony. Oh yeah.
Thanks, Tim. 2007 was the release of the Deathly Hallows book. That sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ray's gonna be the same age as you.
That sounds about right.
Twins.
Twinsies. Oh my gosh. All right, let's do.
Do we have Frogos?
We do frogs. We have frogs.
Okay.
All right. Frogo predictions in the chat.
Danelle said you and Sue go way back, like flip-flops and socks.
Bro, right?
Yep. Is that a reference to something?
Yes. That was the style.
Oh.
Even though it's Crocs and socks now if you're an athlete.
It used to be the Adidas slip-ons.
Yeah. Which I think is still a thing.
I think so too.
I think it's still a thing. All right, pick one.
Thank you. All right, as always, I hope to see Jocunda Sykes.
Helga. Just nobody knew, man. Just give me an OG. Nobody knew.
I want Jocunda, but I think I'm going to see Beatrix Bloxham, the writer.
I think I'm going to see the mathematician again.
That's who we saw last week.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Beaumont Marjorie Banks. That's what Micah thinks.
Yeah. Like carrots, peas and carrot.
Micah said Merlin also. Lockhart.
I'll be fine with Lockhart. Sue and I go together like peas and carrots.
Yum.
Two people we've never heard of. That's a safe bet as of late, DeCourcy. Merlin.
I have a short description on mine.
That might be a good thing. Okay, that's the
It's
bet.
not short enough. I already know it's not the person
This
I
is
want.
short too.
Yours is short. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Chat, I don't want to get too excited.
A short description means it's not a founder
Yeah.
or head or Albus.
Right.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. No, it is the other person.
I got Bridget Wenlock.
And Artemisia Lufkin, the first witch to become Ministry of Magic.
We'll take it.
I'll take that.
We'll take that.
I'll take
In
that.
March. March is a good month for that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I got the Arithmancer. So I was close. I sensed it. Well, no, James sensed it.
Yeah.
James was close. I wasn't.
Yeah. I said the mathematician.
You
lady.
did.
That's what she got.
Micah, we got the Arithmancer last week.
Yeah. These are who we got this week. First witch to be Minister of Magic, and yeah, this lady. Artemisia Lufkin is the lady. I'll say this: you guys are learning your Wizarding World lore every Wednesday. So. With these cards,
I have always wanted to learn more of them.
With these cards, you guys are gonna be smart as a whip. I tell you what.
DeCourcy said who? DeCourcy, we have gotten both of these cards multiple times on
yes.
Wizarding Wednesday.
Yes.
You have not been studying.
You have not been on your P's and Q's.
Or your peas and carrots.
P's and carrots. Oh my gosh. Ministry of Magic confirmed. Yes. Oh, all right. So, theme for next week, Expecto Mode. I'm thinking, since we missed the Luck of the Irish, we can do a lucky one. Let's do a fun one. Let's do something surrounding luck. Liquid Potion is now everybody has access to, on top of like that outfit that has like all green and stuff that's in there. So something to do with luck. Let's do that. Keep it simple, and then we'll come back in April with some fun ones. Whether it's weather related for spring or April showers. It doesn't rain in the game. No, it does rain in the game. See, maybe do some themes with some rain. So.
See you, Lauren.
See you, Lauren. Thank you so much for the awesomely fun stream. It was a blast. Good night. Stay safe and healthy. You too, Lauren. Same to you guys. Cindy, Hillary, or Stargazer over on Twitch. You guys have anybody you want to raid before we wrap it up? Hey, James, have you seen Avalanche's newest post? Wait, no.
About hiring
Oh man.
or the hog leg TikTok?
And no, it's that
Oh,
one.
it's this one.
Go to
Double.
Yeah.
I already know.
All right. Breaking 6 minutes ago. Avalanche Software. We're hiring. Wait, go up. We're hiring, calling all witches and wizards across the globe. Avalanche Software is looking for the next wave of talent to build multiple games.
That's us. Executive producer, director design, director product management, director software engineering, and lead designer game systems.
Multiple games, Jinx.
Newt and Friends is finally happening. It's finally here. That's cool.
Mario's on his. Oh, he still got that going. Okay, yeah, we'll do Mario.
Danelle said the call is coming from inside the house. Perez said James and Sue for the next game.
Oh
Multiple
my
games
gosh.
is huge. And people have all noticed the multiple games thing.
I gotta make a quick video.
I sure think you do. All right, we gotta go.
I know. It's crazy because they changed. Like, I always thought Avalanche Software would focus on just Harry Potter games. I thought it would be Hogwarts Legacy, but
Becky said, get your interview clothes ready. And look how they said across the globe. So that means it's not... Does that mean remote work optional?
possibly. I'm just saying that means
They saw our stepbrother's
Yes.
response to their last post.
yes.
Did you show them what you did?
Yeah, that's right. I posted it in Discord. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, where did I put it? I gotta remember where I put it, actually. I stored it somewhere.
You might have deleted it.
No, I didn't delete it.
Okay.
Wait, it's on our page.
Yeah.
Profile. Oh, also.
Oh, cool. He changed our... I'm gonna call it Twitter still. He changed our Twitter like thing to look like Assassin's Creed.
So, after our big talk last week, you guys inspired us. Sue, you can work from Scotland. Let's hear it from remote. Yes.
As long as they have Wi-Fi, Rita. That's James's only caveat. Every time I ask him if we should move somewhere, he said, as long as they have Wi-Fi.
Yeah. And fiber optics. So this was our official notice to Avalanche Software that we will be submitting our resume as a group, just like the dynamic duo in Step Brothers. And so this is all thanks to you guys. This was conceptually came to be last Wizarding Wednesday. And so, yeah, I'm ready.
It's about to go down.
We just got to get our tuxes. I found out this week that I am great at interviews and talking, so that's not an issue. And
No one thought you wouldn't be. You talk for hours and hours, and you just go.
Yes. Be a multiple game raid. Yes, multiple game raid. Yes, Cindy. Yes.
Okay, so James is obviously gonna apply for something.
And
Just to see.
Just
See.
You have to too.
Okay.
You have to as well.
Okay, but mainly you.
Okay.
But we can both see what happens.
If they want a charismatic and passionate Wizarding World person who's obsessed with Merlin.
Majika said, what bean word would the interviewer impose?
Oh my gosh, right? I don't know. That's
Hopefully
crazy.
something like synergy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we would nail it.
Yeah.
We wouldn't say it. Denebla said, and I trip over my own words on a daily basis. Same.
Hey, you can't trip on anything if you're looking for it.
Of course, he said, and Sue with the XpectoGO lapel pin.
Yeah. I'm just happy to be there. But yeah, that's exciting. Multiple games, bro.
That is really cool. So we need to go so that you can start on your reaction video.
To that and finish up my Assassin's Creed Shadows video tomorrow. Exclamation point. Ubisoft in the chat. If you are buying Assassin's Creed Shadows, get it on the Ubisoft website. You can pick your platform based off of what Stephe said and use code XpectoGO. I think we're getting like a bump in commission for the next 72 to whatever other hours they said on the thing. So if you guys are getting it, consider going on the website and getting it on your selected platform and using code XpectoGO. No discounts, it just helps us. So, but yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows content dropping tomorrow in regards to tips and tricks. And our playthrough, we got an extra copy on PC. So that is where our playthrough is going to be mostly held. So be on the lookout for that. You get to see Sue have to wait for tutorials. But it's going to be fun. But, excuse me. Patronus Squad exclusive content still coming. We've just been on the grind, everybody. We've just been on the grind, just putting stuff together. So, stuff is coming. Can't wait for you guys to see it. Looking forward to it. Get that raid ready. We're going to get out of here. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday or Thursday, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for joining us every week. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. Until then, peace.
Brian Little.
Japan.
little.
Bang!